안녕하세요, 토미입니다. Let's stay focused and learn Korean. Today's grammar is first, 아오봤자. Even if I do this, it is no use. Won't be that much. Second, 는거 있죠. You know. Third, 기만하다. Keep ing only just. If you learn today's grammar, you can say like 우리 엄마 진짜 게임 잘하는 거 있지? My mother is really good at games, you know? As you can see from this, you can emphasize what you know to your friends. And mothers who can play games are cool, aren't they? By the way, I'm not good at playing games. Anyway, let's learn expressions like 는거 있죠? You know? Pass topic 2, level 4, and become a super intermediate master. You can do it! 그럼 시작할게요. The first grammar is 아오봤자. Even if I do this, it is no use. Won't be that much. This grammar appeared in the 51st and 55th intermediate lessons, but I didn't explain it so much. So I'll concentrate on it this time. This grammar has two meanings. First, you can use it to describe something useless no matter what you try. Therefore, the words that follow 아오봤자 can be super duper negative, such as it's no use or it cannot be helped. For example, 이제 와서 내가 후회봤자 아무 소용없다. Even if you regret it now, it is no use. Like this, it is very pessimistic. Ding! Second, you use it when a thing or event is not noteworthy or great. Let me show you a conversation between two people for clarity. 이번에 새로 나온 몬스터 2도 인기가 대단하대. I heard the new Monster 2 is also very popular. 인기가 많아봤자 전편보다 되겠니? However popular it is, it will not be as good as the first one. You use 아오봤자 like this. In this case, the second clause becomes an assumption. Thus, grammar get is often used together. To conjugate, you make the yo form and remove yo from it. Adios yo! And attach 봤자. For example, 가다 is to go. The yo form is 가요. You remove yo from here and attach 봤자 to make 가봤자, even if I go. 먹다 is to eat. The yo form is 먹어요. You remove yo from here and attach 봤자 to make 먹어봤자, even if I eat. Now, are you ready for a hopeless sentence? Let's check it out. 그녀가 열심히 저축해봤자 그의 낭비벽 앞에서는 아무 소용이 없었다. Even if she tried hard to save money, it was no use for his wasteful habits. Here, 저축하다 is to save money. The yo form is 3, 2, 1. 저축해요! Yes, bravo! Then you remove yo from here and attach 봤자 to make 저축해봤자 even if he tried hard to save money. You connect the fact that even if she tried to save money, eventually 아무 소용이 없다, it is no use, by using the expression 저축해봤자. Next, I prepared an example for the second meaning. Something is not noteworthy or great. Let's see it. 가습기가 비싸봤자 얼마나 비싸겠어요. Even if a humidifier is expensive, how expensive can it be? Here, 비싸다 is to be expensive. The yo form is 비싸요. Yes! Then you remove yo from here and add 봤자 to make 비싸봤자 even if the humidifier is expensive. In this sentence, the speaker wants to tell the listener that even if a humidifier is expensive, it's about the market price. In addition, pay attention to the phrase 비싸겠어요. You can see get inside, right? This is an assumption saying how expensive could it be? That's why it is using get. Next, I prepared another example that someone who is quite gloomy about life might say. Let's see it. 그 행사를 위해 아무리 당신이 애써봤자 잘 되지 않을걸? No matter how hard you try for that event, it won't go well. Uh-oh. Ouch. Ouch. Such a painful sentence, isn't it? If someone says this while you are working so hard on the event, you'll be like, oh, please, why do you say that? Anyway, let's see the grammar. 애쓰다 is to try hard, to struggle. The yo form is 했어요. You remove yo from here and add 바자 to make 했어봤자 no matter how hard you try. As you can see, you use 아오봤자 to express a very pessimistic opinion that things will not go well even if you try to do something. Quiz! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 당신이 아무리 많이 생각해봤자 쓸만한 아이디어는 even if you think about a lot of ideas, useful ideas. Number 1, 하나도 안 떠오를 거야. Number 2, 몇 가지 떠오를 거야. The correct answer is number 1. 받자 is an expression meaning that the action is useless. So number 1 is appropriate. Number 2 is wrong because it is a positive comment. Now, let's read it together. 당신이 아무리 많이 생각해봤자 쓸만한 아이디어는 하나도 안 떠오를 거야. Please read it with a skeptical feeling. Now, let's look at the following quiz. 이제 와서 내 의견을 부장님은 받아들이지 않을 거예요. Number 1, 말해봤자. Number 2, 말해보자. The correct answer is number 1. 말하다 is to say, to tell. The yo form is 말해요. You remove yo from here and attach 바자 to make 말해봤자 even if I tell. In this case, the expression 아오봤자 means even if it's no use. Number 2, 말해보자 is grammatically incorrect. So don't use it. 쓰지 마세요. Now let's read it together. 이제 와서 내 의견을 말해봤자 부장님은 받아들이지 않을 거예요. Please read it as if you're telling your opinion to your colleague. The next grammar is 는거 있죠. You know, you use this to share a surprising fact or to get someone to agree with you. To conjugate, you change a verb or adjective to the present tense of a noun modifier and 거 있지요 to it. For verbs, you connect 는 to the stem to make 는거 있죠. For example, 가다 to go will be 가는 거 있죠. Someone goes, you know. 먹다 to eat will be 먹는 거 있죠. Someone eats, you know. For adjectives, you connect 은이은 to the stems. Then let's look at some examples. 우리 아버지는 주사가 심한 거 있죠. My father has a terrible drinking habit, you know. Here, 심하다 is to be terrible. This is an adjective. Thus, you add 니은 거 있죠. To make 심한 거 있죠. Terrible, you know? The speaker is telling the other person that his or her father's drinking habit is terrible, and he or she wants them to understand. In addition, 주사가 심하다 means to have a bad drinking habit. It is pronounced the same as 주사, an injection. So you might think, what? An injection is terrible? But it does not mean an injection. It is a drinking habit. Okay, the next example is a sentence that you might use often in conversation with your friends. Let's check it out. 내 여자친구가 너무 예쁜 거 있지? My girlfriend is so pretty, you know? Here, 예쁘다 is to be pretty. This is also an adjective. So you add 니은 거 있지 to the stem to make 예쁜 거 있지? Pretty, you know? It is an expression that the speaker is seeking agreement from the other person. So he might be showing off her picture after saying this. Next, I prepared an example that you might use when introducing a good restaurant to someone. Let's have a look. 여기 국수 엄청 맛있는 거 있죠? The noodles here are very tasty, you know? Here, 맛있다 is to be tasty. This is an adjective. But, 맛있다 has 있다 inside. So you know what is coming next. Right? You treat this kind of adjective as a verb. Ta-da! Yes. 맞아요, 맞습니다. Thus, you add 는 거 있죠 to the stem to make 맛있는 거 있죠. Tasty, you know. It conveys the nuance that you are reminding the other person how delicious the noodles here are. Quiz! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 거기 바닷가에서는 노을이 아름답게 거 있지. The sunset is beautiful on the beach there, you know? Number 1, 보이는. Number 2, 보인. The correct answer is number 1. Since only you can use the present tense of a noun modifier, the correct answer is number 1, 보이는, not number 2, 보인. Now, let's read it together. 거기 바닷가에서는 노을이 아름답게 보이는 거 있지? Please read it as if you are introducing the beautiful sunsets to your friends. Now, let's look at the next quiz. 제가 의외로 키가 거 있죠? I'm surprisingly short, you know. Number 1, 작은. Number 2, 작는. The correct answer is number 1, 작은. Same as the quiz number 1, choose the present tense of a noun modifier. In this sentence, 작다, to be short, has a final consonant. So you add 은 to make 작은 거 있죠? Short, you know? Now, let's read it together. 제가 의외로 키가 작은 거 있죠? Please read it as if you are talking to someone. The last grammar is 기만하다, keep ing, only just. You use this expression to state strongly that someone is doing the same action. When you use 기만하다 for verbs, it means keep ing, nothing but ing. When you use 기만하다 for adjectives, it means just, only. To conjugate, you just connect 기만하다 to a stem. It's pretty simple, hallelujah. I love it. 좋아, 좋아. For example, 가다 to go will be 가기만 하다, keep going. 먹다 to eat will be 먹기만 하다, keep eating. Now, let's look at an example to see what kind of things he or she is doing all the time. 우리 형은 요즘 자기만 한다. My older brother has been doing nothing but sleeping lately. Here, 자다 is to sleep. You add 기만 하다 to the stem to make 자기만 하다, doing nothing but sleeping. The speaker expresses the nuance that his older brother sleeps all the time. It conveys the speaker's feelings of disappointment towards his older brother. The next example is attached to an adjective, 기만하다, which means just, only. Let's take a look. 노력한 보람도 없어서 섭섭하기만 하네. I'm so disappointed that my efforts have been in vain. Oh no, I feel sad too. Here, 섭섭하다 is to be disappointed. This is an adjective. You add 기만하다 to the stem to make 섭섭하기만 하다. I'm only disappointed. The speaker is emphasizing that the only emotion in the speaker's mind is the feeling of disappointment. Do you get it? The next is something a mother might say when she is worried about her daughter. 우리 딸은 친구랑 놀기만 하고 공부를 안 해서 걱정입니다. I'm worried about my daughter because she keeps playing with her friends and does not study. This is a sentence like a mother discussing her problems with a teacher, right? Here, 놀다 is to play. You add 기만 하다 to the stem to make 놀기만 하다, keeps playing. Quiz! Then let's deepen our understanding with some quizzes. Which one is the correct answer? 오랜만에 엄마를 만나서 I was so happy to see my mom after such a long time. Number 1, 기쁘고만 있다. Number 2, 기쁘기만 했다. The correct answer is number 2. 기쁘다 is to be happy. It is an adjective. So it is appropriate to use 기만 하다. Number 1 is close but wrong because 고만 있다 has the meaning of just, only. So this has a very similar meaning to 기만 하다. But you can only use 고만 있다 for verbs, not for adjectives. So be careful! 주의하세요! Now, let's read it together. 오랜만에 엄마를 만나서 기쁘기만 했다. Please read it with excitement. Now, let's look at the next quiz. 여름 방학 때는 드라마를 했다. During the summer vacation, I kept watching dramas. Number 1, 보기만. Number 2, 받기만. The correct answer is Number 1, 보기만. You can't use 받기만 as a number 2 to express the past tense. You express it by using the past tense of 하다 in the back. Thus, you can say 보기만 했다 to express the past. Now, let's read it together. 여름 방학 때는 드라마를 보기만 했다. Please read it as if you are telling what you did during your summer vacation. Homework! Before I announce the homework, I will share today's saying. Please spot today's grammar. 근면한 자에게는 모든 것이 쉽고 나태한 자에게는 모든 것이 어렵기만 하다. For the diligent, everything is easy. But for the lazy, everything is just difficult. That quote really strikes a chord with me. I should be a diligent person so I can feel everything easy. Anyway, did you find today's grammar? I hope you did! So here's your homework for today. There are 2 homework assignments. First, compose 3 sentences using today's grammar. Firstly, let's use 아오봤자. Even if I do this, it is no use, won't be that much. For example, 공부해서 도망가봤자 언젠가는 하는 날이 올 거야. Even if you try to run away from your studies, one day you will have to do it. That was an enlightened example. You all should not run away from your studies and do your best. Secondly, let's use 는거 있죠. You know, to share a surprising or interesting facts. For example, 내 동생 주말마다 갑자기 어디로 가는 거 있지? My brother suddenly goes out every weekend, you know? Oh, I wonder where he goes. Please write a sentence to share a funny thing with your friends. Lastly, let's use 기만 하다. Keep ing only just. For example, 갑자기 너를 못 보게 되었다니. 슬프기만 하다. It is just sad that suddenly I won't be able to see you. If you want to convey your sadness, please try to use this sentence. The second homework is to memorize new words. Please memorize the 40 words from number 2521 to number 2560 on page 32 in the intermediate vocabulary list. There is a vocabulary quiz of 40 words on my website, so just feel free to try it. The link is in the description box. That's all. Thank you for your hard work today. I will continue to support you and your Korean language learning. 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요. 한국어 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅!